Tell me about the Six of Cups. Two of Swords. Definitely something that you don't know about at this point. Something's about to be revealed. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. The Wheel. Could be dealing with Sagittarius or a fixed sign, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus. Tell me about the Wheel. Knight of Coins. The Devil at the bottom of the deck. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. But I feel like whoever may be coming back around, whatever they reveal to you, I feel like they're revealing it because they've done a lot of growing. And they've become a different person now. And I don't feel like, if this is a past lover, I don't feel like it's because they want to get back with you, per se. I mean, they could. But I feel like it's because they want to be able to heal the past. Tell me about the Moon. Nine of Cups. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. The Hermit. Could be a Virgo. But I feel like they're coming back around and revealing this to you because they've done a lot of soul searching. They realize where they went wrong in this situation, and it's almost like a burden they want to release off their chest. No matter what they expect out of the outcome, whether you forgive them for this or not, they'll be able to forgive themselves once they tell you this, and they'll be able to move on to their happiness. Tell me about the King of Cups. Clarify the King of Cups, please. So we have the Star, Ace of Cups, Eight of Coins, and Page of Wands. So it could be that they're coming back around to work on things. It could be that, they have hope for a future with you. Or it could just be that they want to get something off their chest. However this resonates with you. Either way, it's for their healing process. It's for them to be able to have their wish fulfillment. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords for Scorpio, please. The Chariot could be dealing with the Cancer. With the Six of Coins at the bottom of the deck, it's almost like they feel like they're doing you a favor by telling you this truth after all this time. And I do feel like this is something that happened a long time ago. With the Six of Cups. And it's something that's been weighing heavy, very burdensome to them. I do feel like they've changed. They may want to start something else with you. But at the same time, it's not only for their good, they feel like they're doing you a favor by telling you this. And I don't mean that in like an arrogant way, like they are doing you a favor. I feel like they're doing it for your well-being as well. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Cups, please. The Tower. So whatever this is going to cause a bit of a shakeup in your foundation. I don't feel like this tower is going to be a huge tower moment. It just might change things a bit. This could be somebody that you were married to in the past, or at one point you thought you had a future with this person. Or you could be in a relationship or a marriage with somebody else. And that's the foundation that's going to get rattled a little. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Five of Coins, Five of Swords, Ten of Coins. This could be somebody trying to break up a marriage or a relationship. Or you may feel that way. Let's move with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, Five of Swords. Knight of Swords. So this could be... Oh, okay, something just came to me. This could be an external source, like a friend or a family member. Somebody is going to be... I don't feel like it's the actual person who committed the wrongdoing here. I feel like it's somebody else bringing it to your attention now that I'm looking at this differently. But it's about somebody that you are in a relationship with or a marriage with, possibly at this time, or somebody you were in a relationship with in the past that you still saw a future with. And they're doing this to break the two of you up. I don't know if this is somebody, this external source is somebody that you dated in the past, or somebody that is like jealous or envious of your relationship in some way, whether that be for your partner or for you. Ten of Wands, Strength, Death, Eight of Wands. So whoever is going to be telling you this secret, they're doing it to break you two up, for sure. Because I got Ten of Wands, Strength, Death, Eight of Wands and the Nine of Coins. There's Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Leo. But what these 5 cards are telling me is that somebody's trying to break up your stability that you have with somebody at this time. And I don't know if this is something that's actually true, if they're making shit up, or if this is something that really happened that's been hidden from you. I do feel like it is something that did happen that's being hidden from you. But I feel like somebody's doing this vindictively. Tell me about the Page of Coins. Clarify the Page of Coins. Seven of Swords. They're doing it because they don't like you got Judgment reversed at the bottom of the deck. They're doing it because they don't like that you and your significant other are in a stable place. That you're, probably got good jobs, have money coming in, there's love here, probably thinking about marriage or moving in together or something, and this person's doing it out of jealousy, but it is more than likely something that did happen. I don't feel like this is them making up a lie or starting rumors. Judgment, Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords. So, with that being said, I will get you your final advice, but I would most definitely use your best judgment on this, because this quite possibly is something that did actually happen, but the person saying it to you may not have your best interest in mind. It's more than likely because they are jealous of what you have with this person. So, damn, Scorpio. And I will say, if you are dealing with a Leo, Leos radiate that natural confidence. Even if we don't try and rub it in people's faces, people just automatically get jealous of Leos sometimes because of that exuberance that they radiate. So jealousy is a very common issue with Leos if you are dealing with a Leo. So, let's see. So we have Seashell Princess, which is card number 39, which reduces to a 3. Oops. Divination message. Go after your heart's desire. There is a dream stirring in your heart that needs attention. You have felt drawn to follow and nurture it, but you are having trouble letting go of practical considerations and diving into the unknown. Know, however, that while many people reach for the stars, only the passionate actually climb up and grab them. Look inside yourself and rediscover the dream that has been buried under the trappings of day-to-day considerations and obligations. Reimagine the ideal life you longed for in years past and write down the details. Put it down on paper and make a commitment to your younger self to strive and dream once again. So, again, use your best judgment on this. If this person is what you truly want, and you feel like they have changed from whatever the secret is that's being revealed from the past, then absolutely go for it. But, I mean, it's all up to you. Every story is going to be different. So, but I do feel like whoever's revealing the secret to you doesn't have, they may say that they have your best intentions, but I don't feel like they have your best intentions in mind. So, I feel like something's not going quite the way you wanted it to. I feel like this has to do with either a home or a marriage. Um, you could be having issues with, what's the word I'm thinking of? With, it starts with a C. Compromising in the marriage or in the home. Like, you both want things your way and you're both being very stubborn about it. You are a fixed sign Scorpio, so you're probably with a fellow fixed sign as well. And both of you are very, it has to be my way, and nobody's giving. And nobody's, compromising here. So let's see where this is going to take us. Tell me about the Four of Flames. Knight of Cups reversed. The King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this could be for some, maybe not all, but I feel like one person in the relationship is ready to take things to the next step, whether that be moving in, getting engaged, possibly thinking about children, and the other person's not with it. That could be the lack of compromising that's happening here. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups reversed? Clarify the Knight of Cups for Scorpio, please. Two of Coins. So you're kind of going back and forth over this. Whatever needs to be compromised. And but still, I don't feel like anyone's giving. Like, you're both thinking about the compromise, but nobody's compromising. Let's clarify alchemy. Clarify alchemy, please. Oh my god. Six of Cups. With Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So this could be that we're having trouble healing over the past. And possibly one person's trying to move forward and, even though we haven't healed from the past yet, one person wants to take things to the next step, and the other person's like, well, hold on, I still haven't forgotten about what you did in the past, or, we haven't healed over this, we haven't talked about it, we haven't, moved past this. Why would you want to keep going without healing from the past first? Tell me about the Five of Orbs. Two of Wands. So whoever hasn't healed from the past yet, I don't feel like they see much of a future here. Tell me about the Two of Wands. My ears are ringing right now. Two of Wands. Six of Swords. With the King of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. So you keep showing up in your reading. But, it's almost like this person the one who isn't ready to take things to the next step, it's almost like they don't see a future, but they're afraid to like break it off completely. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. Tell me about the adaptive crystals. I'm not going to take all this, but we got Seven of Swords, Page of Wands, the Tower, Page of Coins, the Lovers, the World, Seven of Cups, Eight of Coins, Five of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ten of Coins, King of Cups, Five of Wands. So this person's definitely hanging on to something that happened in the past. I don't know what happened, but there was the Lovers, and there was the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So I'm just going to throw this out there. There was possibly a little competition for lovers. Tell me about the adaptive crystals. The Sun. Could be dealing with an Aries or a Leo. But I feel like it's this other person telling you we can have all these things in the future that you want, you know, whether you're talking about marriage or a home or children. But for right now, we just need to take things slow. Because again, with the pile of cards that fell out before, this person still doesn't trust you or is still holding on to the guilt of what they did. So there's still some like leftover sorrow, guilt, you know, betrayal that needs to be worked through. And until that's worked through, I don't feel like this partner's going to be all in. Tell me about the Sage of Orbs. Why is the Sage of Orbs, please? Here, please. Five of Coins. So somebody with Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Somebody has a fear of abandonment. Or somebody is not leaving the relationship because they're afraid of, you know, having to find that stability and security on their own. Tell me about the Four of Crystals. Four of Cups. So they're bored. They're not, you got Strength again at the bottom of the deck. You very well could be dealing with a Leo, excuse me. But they're not all in on this relationship, but they're still holding on because they have either a fear of abandonment or they're fearing having to find that stability and security on their own. I kind of want to clarify this Tower, though. What's the Tower here for? What is this Tower? Okay, guys. So you have King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And the Tower is the Lovers, Judgment, and the Devil. So there's toxicity still in this relationship. There's a choice that needs to be made. And it all has to do with karma. It has to do with mistakes that were made in the past. I feel like right now is either going to be like make or break for Scorpios. Somebody wants to go all in, and the other person most definitely doesn't, but they're afraid of either being alone or having a lack of money. They're not staying out of love. So Scorpios, if this is resonating, please do what you feel is right for yourself. Don't stay in a relationship where this person's only staying because of your money or because of codependency. So let's get you some final advice. Final advice for Scorpio from May 16th through the 23rd, 2019. Final advice for Scorpio. Okay. So we have the number 9. Support bearing the weight of others. 'Tis not enough to help the feeble up, but to support them after. This card represents the offering of strength and assistance and bearing a burden on behalf of others. Providing support can take many forms: moral, emotional, physical, and financial. We can offer our shoulders to bear the weight or lend an ear to share grief. Here, a jester offers his shoulders on which the girl can perform. He raises her up, allowing her to be the focus of the audience's attention, his subdued posture deliberately taking second place. His identity hidden, he provides an anonymous contribution. In the background are 3 tarot strength cards, which serve as props and reaffirm this card's message. While the effort and gesture is a noble one, there are times where we should come out of the shadows and take credit for our contributions. You do not always have to settle for being second fiddle. Be careful not to allow others to take advantage of your generosity. So, I feel like you've been supporting this person for too long. And now it's time for you to start taking the spotlight. And that's a very Scorpio thing to do, to want to sit back and, do all the work in the shadows. But right now it's telling you that you need to let yourself shine a little more. And especially with the sun here. But I feel like this person's just taking advantage of you at this point. I don't see any love here. I most definitely don't see any love. I feel like it's just because they feel stable and secure with you. I mean, the only card I would see here that would be love is reversed.